quite nerve-wracking, isn't it? Especially when I've just been called 17. I am 19. But I like it. I'm 19 years old, 19 years young, so that's good. I like it that it keeps going down. You know, when I get the buses sometime, say I'm 15, you know, get a child, you know. But I can't lie to you, I'm really nervous. And it's good. I like it because everything that you do before you do it, you get nervous. It's part of life. It's part of being a human being. And it's really weird with nerves because when Lem was speaking, and I was laughing, the nerves went, and I completely forgot about them, and I was distracted. And then he started doing the poem, and at some points they kind of started kicking in again, and I was like, oh, okay. But every time I was laughing, the nerves kind of went. But I'm telling you this, so that if you ever want to dance, and you feel like you're just about to dance, and them nerves kick in, just think, I also get them nerves. So it's fine, it's okay. My name is Yandass, and I'm a performer from Manchester. I dance, I act, to sing, but mainly my passion is dance. I genuinely do love dance. My real name is Ndlovu. Yandass is was meant to be a stage name, but because I dance so much, I dance even when I'm sat down, I dance when I'm in the toilet, I dance when I'm drinking tea, I dance when I'm making tea, I dance when I'm cooking, although I don't cook much, but I dance all my life, so it suddenly became like my everyday name. And the first dances that I started were Kwaito and house in South Africa and Zimbabwe, where I'm from. And those dances are quite nice dances. They're quite freeing. And even though you can have a choreography, you know, for the Kwaito dances, they're mainly freestyle. And I enjoyed them. So I'm going to show you a bit of what the Kwaito dance is. I'll move this out of the way so I don't. Check this. That's the first dance. So that's Kwaito, and as you can see, it's pretty relaxed. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with it. But when I first came here, I thought to myself, British English people don't want to see Kwaito. They don't know what it is. They don't want to see that. How wrong I was. Seriously. But so I kind of thought to myself, I'm gonna ditch the afro. Because I'm in UK now, you know what I mean? Like, I need to get with the times. I need to get with the program. So I started doing a bit of pop waving, which is a like street dance kind of dance, and it's mainly things like this: pop, 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 wave, wave, wave. that's the basics of it, really. And when I started doing that, on my first year in England, I joined a talent show in my school. because I wanted to, make friends and get to know what the place was like and show what I'm about, show people what my passion is. And, bit of attention, I like it. but when I did that, my first dance that I did, because it was 2 rounds if you got through, my first dance that I did was a pop waving dance. And because I taught myself, I didn't go to any school for it or any classes for it. I taught myself, and it was pretty but it got me through to the next round, so I was pretty happy about that. And then I started walking around backstage and that, and then I caught people jamming to their African vibes. I had a few friends in that school who were like a bit older, and they were there singing their Congolese songs. I was like, oh, okay. And there was some Japanese people doing their own thing. I was like, oh, okay, right, so I can do my thing. Bro, I was like, I'm bringing Afro back. Like, I swear to God. So on the next round, I did my Afro song, and that's the song that I used. I love that song. That's the song that I used, and I won the show, so I was like, what, people really want to see that? People want to see the Afro thing? I was buzzing over it. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to put my own thing. I'm going to put my own style into stuff. And I remembered an event in Africa that happened where I was dancing in another talent show, because obviously... I was dancing in another talent show, and I got a bit big-headed, proper going sick here, and I got to like the edge of the stage here, and I proper fell off, like that, whatever that was. And I fell off, and it was so embarrassing. It was literally embarrassing for like a split second, because I then crawled back on stage, and I crawled back on stage, and I finished off my dance, and I was like, yeah, man. And I came second. But that was all right, because, I got there. And the first person came up to me, and they were like, yo, oh my God, that was sick, how you just, jumped off stage, and then you crawled back up. And I was like, no, I fell. And they were like, well, don't tell people that. Just, don't tell people that. Come on, man. So the second person came, and they're like, oh my God, I was so sick, how you just, jumped off stage, and then you crawled back up. And I was like, yeah. It was, wasn't it? And so from that time, when I thought back to this event, I realized what people don't know won't hurt them, right? And because I dance on impulse, I dance on what I feel, whatever the music is playing, I'll enjoy that. And sometimes it's driven by my emotions. Check this. And it's driven by my emotions or whatever I feel at the time. And can you play the next song, please? And it's influenced by whatever mood I'm in or what the music is saying. More and more. But you don't know how it's gonna go, so I could be messing everything up right now, and you wouldn't know. I let my emotions out through dance. I'll tell you something that I haven't told a lot of people. By a lot of people, I mean I've told, I think up to date, about 5 people. So really, it's not a lot of people. When I was 17, the magical age, I moved out of my mum's house. And it was a pretty weird time because at that time I was hyped with the world. I was hyped with new friends. I was getting, I was getting down with the kids and everything. And so I got a bit too excited with the world. And then stuff happened. And then I moved out of my mom's. And I bounced into a few houses here and there. And then I found myself in a situation where I was like, right, I need to sort myself out. And so I went on a walk. Started from Ducky. I went to Salford. I went to Ashbury's. I just went on a walk. And by the time I ended up in my friend's house, it was a week later. And during that walk, I kind of encountered a lot of things, including myself. I found myself dancing with trees. I found myself dancing on the sickest places that I never would have thought to go and dance at if it wasn't for that time. But I was hungry, I was tired, I was fuming, I just wanted, I didn't know, I wanted someone to blame, and I knew I couldn't blame anyone, and there was just all these things going on, and I needed to let it out, and I used dance to do that. After this week, I moved into a hostel for about 4 months. And in that hostel, I lived with a lot of inspiring women who had a lot of things that had happened to them, but it was pretty boring. I had nothing to do. I was sat in a room like this, probably, and I had a bed, and it kind of felt a little bit like a prison cell. And because when you're in a prison cell, you've got nothing else to do than work out and dance and do whatever you can. And because I had nothing on me, as in no money, no phone, which he mentioned, no money, no phone, no internet, no TV, nothing. I had nothing. I needed some way to keep myself sane. I needed some way to keep myself happy and positive and have all these thoughts that I need to progress my life into a better place. And the only way I could do that was dancing, because dancing, ladies and gentlemen, is free. It costs nothing. It costs no money. Yeah, check this. If I was angry, can you play the next song, please?
My leather black jeans on, my by any means on, and I'm getting my scream on.
If I was angry, I'd let it out. I'd let it out. I didn't need to punch no walls. I didn't need to swear at anyone. I didn't need to kick off. I could let it out through dance. I could express myself through dance. And when you watch someone who's drunk, this is a total kind of out of the topic. Not out of the topic, but a different side to it. If you ever watch someone who's drunk, and I mean really pissed, and they're like, oh, no. And I swear to God, how happy do they look? On an honest level, you might look at them and be like, rah, that is ridiculous movement right there. Like, what are you doing? But they are so free. They look so free and they're enjoying themselves. And it's probably that point in their night that they're going to remember. Or not, depends how much you drink. But at that point, they're free. They are absolutely free. And I love this idea of being free, of recreating myself and recreating my own ideas and recreating my own movement. In South Africa, there was a dance, Mapansula dance, which is like all these South African thugs. And they always wear All Stars and stuff. And it's and All Stars the shoes. And their pants are always folded. They've got these hats. And they always get a little bit gangster, thuggish and that. And they do footwork. I never learned footwork when I was in Africa. But when I came here, I remembered it. It was in my memory. I didn't watch a lot of videos on it. But I thought, rah, I remember them guys. And what made them move like that? Now check this.
Now I'm complicated, you won't get me out of trouble. Now I'm complicated, you won't get me out of trouble. Now I'm complicated, you won't get me out of trouble. In the dark room, we fight, make up for our love. I've been thinking about you, about us. We're moving slow, our hearts beat so far. I've been dreaming about you, about us.
I was so intrigued by the way they were doing their little tap dances, but it's not really like tap dancing, it's just their own little inventive thing. And they always did freestyle. And it made me want to, like, invent my own stuff. And when I, last year I did a show with FlexN Manchester, and I met 10 amazing dancers from New York, and nine more from over here that I didn't quite know at the time. And they were killing it. They were literally one of the best dancers I've met in real life, I'm not gonna lie to you. And every time they would dance, they'd make up something new. They told themselves that the director, Reggie, would be like, I want you to come up with something new. And do you know what it was most of the time? The things that I said, the coffee making, and you wouldn't even know sometimes. Or they'll be like, do you know what I'm saying? And you're like, wow, that looks sick. They're just in the shower. Do you know what I mean? And they recreated stuff and they did stuff, and sometimes it wouldn't work, but if they committed to it, that's all it took. If they committed to it, they'll be free. And they always looked free. And now I've not had any training. Well, I started in September in uni. But other than that, I've never really had any training. But I know and I believe that I am a dancer. Check this.